today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about... The first of three here on Thanksgiving Day. The Texans and Lions underway from Detroit. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete right around the 8. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, this will be caught at about the 5. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Watson looks to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A loss of a full 3 yards. yards, and now it's second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Watson going to try and run it. Oh, good move. And he's in for the score. Oh, yeah. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win. It's a fun 24.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 38-yard line. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Defense. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're up. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge.
On first down, Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, a run with Cohen. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They run. This is Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this. And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he went into the end zone. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Watson on 3rd down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now an option play on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
One of the selling points of the in route, is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again is Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks. 2nd and 15. From the gun, Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Lions 7.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here come the Lions now. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. See if they can do that again. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. Mohamed Sanu. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races. And there he
extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, Should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
This is unbelievable.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Watson. Fells has it, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10. At the Lions, 22.
This is Cohen. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Watson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And his kick is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Out out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing, and I think it's the captain of the offense. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Come on, guys.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Houston. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb. His 5th touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Brings up second.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit, and even 50 yards.
Now that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the halftime. Ready? Then get some.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Fuller was is the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield. To go again, and he's well on his way. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Now second and 10.
He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they're going to be scrambling to figure out a way to count.
And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Kenny Galladay as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a two-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks so much. We'll get back to you and Charles in Detroit in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at what's following our 2 games later today. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's showtime, baby.
1st and 10 at the
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 31. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from the 20. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own hands.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your Detroit side of the field just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you still? They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37.
Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From a yard out, and the Lions add on to their lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get season, that's usually
The previous play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he puts it through. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Watson on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They try again with Cohen. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
27.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy ride. rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flushed out right. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be unhappy.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans first down.
Watson looks to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again is Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
And that's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting through, and he's got space. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Houston.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he completes it to Cohen. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That is caught by Cohen.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, man.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball, So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
On 4th down, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
37-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Oh, no.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 2nd down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game. 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
On first down, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up brief.
And that's the key to everything.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on